Well, good morning everybody, hope you are all safe and well. We're here today at one of the most iconic venues in the country. This is the fabulous Borston Lakes. It's a little bit overcast at the moment. There's very little wind. We can see fish cruising around out there, and in a few seconds I'll just let you know why we're actually here today. We all know how good this venue can be, and we're here for 2 days. This is the 2023 Catch Fishing Cup. Now, lots of people out there are familiar with our group coaching days that myself and Dean Barlow actually organised throughout the year. We have been asked to run many more of them this year, and that's exactly what we will be doing. And this is our latest group day. This is the Catch Fishing Cup, and basically it's a 2-day event. And what we actually do is anybody who takes part in this competition, it's treated like a group coaching day. However, what we do is we basically split all of the anglers into 2 teams. So those teams are drawn at random, and one of them is Team Harrison and one of them is Team Barlow. And what they basically do is compete against each other. And I'll explain a little bit more about the format of the competition and why we created it. But as you can see, looking down the lake, I'm going to pan round in a minute, just give you a closer look at the fishery. We've actually got Pegs Reserve down here. So as you can see there's the clubhouse. Peg 1 is down in that bottom corner, and it runs right the way up here, up towards the island, which I'll show you in a minute. And the whole idea of this competition is basically to give anglers the opportunity for some live match experience. You know, when we go on group coaching days, when you watch a lot of the videos, a lot of them are just basically edited highlight videos, you know, showing you how to fish a particular method or whatever. And obviously, you know, the very nature of those videos is that those tactics, those methods actually work, you know. And as we all know, in angling, that is not always the case. It's very rare that plan A actually works, isn't it? So by organising something like this, it just gives anglers some real live match experience, because we've got a plan, our team's got a plan, just like Dean's team will have a plan. However, we've no idea how it's going to fish. We don't know if that plan's going to be right, we don't know if it's going to be wrong, we don't know how good or bad it's going to work. And so obviously you're going to have to tweak things, and it's in a live match situation, and that's exactly what this event is all about. So we've got 2 teams of 5 competing, and they're actually competing over 2 days. And today is all about silverfish. So today, carp and F1s don't count. So the tactics, as you can imagine, today revolve around the skimmers, around the bream that are in here. And so they're going to compete today. There's loads and loads of carp moving out there. They're competing and fishing for silverfish today. However, tomorrow it's all species count. So it's a 2-day event. So tomorrow, obviously, anglers can still fish for silverfish. However, if you do know the venue, we are strongly expecting F1s and carp to take a major part in weights tomorrow. So the tactics and things tomorrow, the feeding and everything's going to be completely different. But let me show you the venue. Let me just flick that camera around. So we've got a couple of carp anglers there, and we are up now. Currently, this is Peg 31. And just so you know where we are, that is the point of the island there. Okay, that's the road bank, and we're here on the river bank. The river is just down there. So that is Peg 31, and the pegs that we've actually got reserved today are pegs 12 to 30. So this should be Peg 30. Two pegs off the island, and then we go down to 29 and back round that way. Now, as you can see, there's just a little bit of a ripple on it now, but as I go out there, you can see there are loads of fish. You'll see it more when we get down there because there's less wind down to the left, but there are loads of fish cruising about. But like I say, those carp and F1s that we can see cruising, they're not the fish that we're targeting today. That's Peg 28. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? There's little wind down here. It's flat calm down there. So the format for the competition, basically it's all about silverfish today. And what we actually do is the anglers are there are 2 teams competing against each other, and basically you are sat next to an angler in the opposing team next to you. Simple as that, and all you need to do is beat the angler at the next peg. So it's a real life live match situation. It's a real life match. However, the anglers don't have to worry about really what's happening elsewhere along the match length. They don't have to worry about anybody else other than the angler at the next peg, so that they're going to be constantly in touch with how good or bad they're actually doing in comparison to that angler. And obviously myself and Dean are going to be on the bank, up and down the bank, and we're going to be helping the anglers where we can, because we're going to know how good or bad they're actually doing, and that's where we're going to know, and they're going to know themselves, where they might need to tweak the plan. They might need to go for bigger fish, they might have to change their feeding, their approach, and all that sort of stuff. And that's where the live match situation comes in. Okay, let me just flick this round for you. So there's very little wind here. This is, I mean, there are loads of fish out there. That wind is a little bit cool, to be fair, but there are loads of fish moving out there, out in the open water, cruising about. And obviously the sun hasn't got up or anything yet, but it looks fantastic. There's one of the planes coming in, Birmingham Airport. I'm sure they'll be coming up and down all day. We'll be seeing those. So it's a 2-day competition, so we are going to be doing some streaming for you today. So if you want to see how this match pans out today and tomorrow, then don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell, because that will let you know when we actually go live. It will give you a notification. And if you do enjoy these streams, please give this one a thumbs up, because that lets me know that you'd like to see more of these streams throughout the year on all the different competitions that we're on. But just have a look at how many fish are cruising right down here. This is the bottom end. This is in front of peg. That's peg 11, opposite the green. There we go, some golfers over there on the green, but you can see the fish cruising around out there. But like I say, those aren't the targets for today. Our first peg today is peg 12. Well, that's the first peg we've got reserved. There we go, which has got a green cast, as they call it. You can see the fish cruising about out there. But those aren't the target for today. So we're going to be streaming throughout the day for you. So yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy seeing how this match pans out. I'll be doing a little bit of other filming as well for you. But this is just, it's a valuable exercise really. All these anglers were emailed a few days ago what we thought the best approach would be. They haven't got to stick to that. It is up to them. Ultimately, we want for people to enjoy these experiences. But obviously, you know, if they can learn from our experience as well, then obviously that's a win-win, isn't it? And so they've all got an idea of how they're going to fish today. We're going to be fishing 12 until 5, so we have got slightly later match times than a normal match, and we've done that really just so it's a little bit more relaxed in the morning. We're drawing at 9:30, but also because we're fishing till 5 o'clock, the fishing might be a little bit better as well. Not that this place isn't fishing very well at the moment anyway. So Chris, thank you Chris, appreciate that mate. Good morning mate. So yeah, so please, whenever you see these streams, if you do want to see all this sort of stuff, please keep giving them a thumbs up. It does make a difference, so give them a like, and that tells me that you want us to do more of them. So we're going to head back into the clubhouse now. We're drawing at 9:30. The teams have already been drawn, so they know which team they're on. And then we've got some bait to hand out. There are medals for the winning team and some prizes as well, but that will be the presentation tomorrow after the second day of competition. So we're going to head inside now, just get to meet everybody, go and have a coffee in the clubhouse. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of banter. Make sure everybody knows exactly what they're doing. They're all going to head off to the pegs down there, and I'll check in with you once everyone's at the peg and everything, just to let you know how it's all going. So thanks for logging on. Thank you David, I'm glad you like it mate. We have already got 2 of these dates already booked in for next year. 2 of these, we've got one in May I think it is, and one in November, so it's 2 completely different times of year. But next year's format won't be a 2-day competition, it's going to be a 1-day competition, but we are going to have 2 of them. So yeah, if anyone's interested in that, just head on over to the catchfishingchannel.co.uk website. So I'll check in with you a little bit later on everybody. Hope you're all well. Don't know if this weather's going to carry on. Mark D can hurry up. I know where you are mate. I bet you're inside already, aren't you Mark? So I'll see you shortly everybody. We've got Mr. Buller's carer here. She'll be looking after Dave. I'm sure she keeps him in check. Somebody needs to. So we're going to head inside for a coffee now. So I'll check in with you, everybody, a little bit later on. I know it's going to be later on, better timing for everyone to watch these streams. And yeah, I look forward to letting you know what the pegging's like. I'll show you where everyone's drawn. And then obviously we're going to get an idea about how good or bad our initial tactics are. So I'll check in with you in a little while.